Hi, welcome to Storytime at Hickory Public Library. My name is Lisa, and I'm the children's librarian here. And I've got some stories for you this morning, all about fall and autumn and leaves. There's a lot of leaves hitting the ground out there these days. And the first book, we have door song, our welcome song. And it's got two pieces of sign language in it. The first one is hello. It's like a salute. And then the sign for friends, here's two friends, and they hug. So it's hello, friends. And the song is simple. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Now, our first story is called When Autumn Falls, because this season is called autumn, but it's also called fall. When Autumn Falls by Kelly Knighty, with illustrations by Susan Swan. Leaves on the trees fall. Red, gold, yellow, brown, and orange all come falling down. The temperature falls too, bringing cooler weather. Grab your jacket or maybe a sweater. Ripe apples fall just in time for bobbing. Have you ever been apple bobbing? They get a big tub and float the apples in the water, and you have to lean over the edge and try and catch an apple in your mouth without using your hands. It's a pretty wet process. And apples for baking and caramel apple making. Seeds fall from the last of the sunflowers, and pumpkins come loose from the vines. Look, the bird is poking at the sunflower seeds. Which jack-o'-lantern will be mine? See the jack-o'-lantern face? Football players fall into the end zone. Whose hand is on the ball? Sometimes it's hard to see. Little children fall into piles of leaves stacked high. As friends walk by, footsteps fall on the crunched up leaves. And sunlight falls through the almost bare trees. And then the raindrops fall, washing the last leaves away. Evening falls earlier in the day now. As the days fall shorter, and we call it fall. Happy fall. I've got another book about leaves and jumping in piles of leaves, which I did a lot of when I was a kid. This one's called Leaf Jumpers by Carol Gerber and pictures by Leslie Evans. Look at these pretty leaves. We watch a soft wind shake the trees. It lifts the leaves and sets them free. Released, they flutter through the air, drifting downward gracefully. We run to catch the falling leaves. We smell their smells and touch their veins. See the lines in there? Those are the veins in the leaves. Bright jewels from the crowns of trees. We trace their shapes We say their names. Red maple is broad and pointed leaves, flame bright and vivid as a match. You can tell it's a maple leaf by the shape. The sugar maple's leaves are orange, like pumpkins in a pumpkin patch. Stubby fingers brown as dirt, each from the slender white oak leaf. They do kind of look like fingers, don't they? The basswood's glowing yellow leaves are shaped like hearts with little teeth. See the little teeth on the edges? The birch leaf, oval as an egg, falls sunny side upon the ground. Willow leaves turn yellow-green and hang from limbs that all curve down. Look how long and skinny they are. The ginkgo's wavy golden leaf is shaped just like a little fan. The broadleaf of the sycamore is yellow with a coat of tan. We toss the bright leaves in the air, oranges, yellows, golds, and reds, and we dance together as they fall. Leaf hats settle on our heads. We clap with joy. We love the leaves. We rake a glowing golden heap. Then, holding hands, we jump into a pile of colors 3 feet deep. The end. Let's do a song. I've got a song that is to the tune of Wheels on the Bus. You know Wheels on the Bus, right? Wheels on the bus go round and round. Well, this one is The Leaves on the Tree. The leaves on the trees turn orange and brown, orange and brown, orange and brown. The leaves on the trees turn orange and brown all over town. The leaves on the trees blow round and round, round and round, round and round. The leaves on the trees blow round and round all over town. You know what else they do? The leaves on the trees come twirling down, swirling down, twirling down. The leaves on the trees come twirling down all over town. The leaves on the ground go swish, 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 swish. The leaves on the ground go swish, swish, swish all over town. The leaves on the road go crunch, 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 crunch. The leaves on the road go crunch, crunch, crunch all over town. Good job. You could make up some of your own verses too. You think about it. Our next book is called Leaves, and it's by David Ezra Stein. Look, it's got a big old bear in it. This is the little island that Bear lives on. It was his first year. He's a little young bear. Everything was going well. Look, he's picking flowers and chasing butterflies. Until the first leaf fell. "Are you okay?" he asked the leaf. Then a red one fell, and a yellow one fell. All over his island, the leaves were falling off the trees. I don't think Bear understands. He doesn't know what to think of all these leaves falling on the ground. He tried to catch them and put them back on the trees. See, he stuck them on the little twigs, but it just wasn't the same. He sat beneath a tree and watched them swirl all around. But he was getting sleepy, very sleepy. And so he found a hole and he stuffed it with leaves. Then he climbed in and went to sleep. Just as the wind began to blow, and winter came. Look, it's snowing. And Bear slept snug in the ground while the snow piled high and thick. And then in the spring, with wide eyes, Bear woke up. He came out of his hole. He felt the warm sun and saw the little buds on the bare arms of the trees. And the tiny little leaves that had begun to unfold. "Welcome," he cried. And he thought that the leaves welcomed him too. Springtime. All right, I got one last story. And it's about a leaf. The Very Last Leaf by Steph Wade and illustrated by Jennifer Davison. The very last leaf. He's a cottonwood leaf. From the first day of school in the spring, Lance Cottonwood was the best and the brightest student in the class. He blossomed in budding. "Look at me, I'm a leaf." He breezed through the wind resistance. Some of the others were not so lucky. It was a breath of fresh air in photosynthesis 101. He's soaking in the sun. Don't you just love the taste of sunlight in the morning? He passed pigment changing with flying colors. Yellow, everybody, I'm yellow. During his last class of the autumn semester, Lance began to worry about the final exam. The test would take him from the top of his sturdy tree to the grass down below. The other leaves couldn't wait to take the leap, but Lance Cottonwood didn't feel that way because Lance Cottonwood was afraid to fall. Lance was jealous of his neighbor Doug Fir. See Doug? Doug was an evergreen, and evergreens didn't have to fall. Doug got to sit on his branch and feel the cold, wet snow on his face all winter long. But Lance was a cottonwood, and cottonwood trees are deciduous, which means they lose their leaves in the autumn. So Lance was expected to fall like all the Lance Leaf Cottonwood ancestors who came before him. When autumn arrived, and one by one the other students let go and floated to the ground below, Lance was comfortable at the top, and that's where he wanted to stay. No one expected him to be scared, so Lance made up excuse after excuse. Let's save the best for last. Ladies first. Oh, I have a bit of a cough today. Not a good day to fall. But Lance couldn't trick them for long. As leaf after leaf passed the final test, they started to talk. He's a scaredy leaf. I guess he's not good at everything. He's too yellow to be an evergreen. Poor little Lance. Cool days turned into even colder nights, and Lance decided he was going to beat the odds. He would stay on his tree all winter long, just like Doug. It looks like we're going to be best friends, he said. By the end of the week, Lance was the only one left on the tree. Lance's teacher knew he was worried, but she also knew he would be okay. It's okay to be scared, Lance. I'm here to help you through this. Lance thought about why he was scared. He was scared of landing in a gutter or getting stuck on a car windshield, or worst of all, falling where the dog did his business. After talking about his worries, Lance felt a little better. And when he looked down, things didn't look so bad. Some kids had made a pile of leaves to jump into, and other kids were collecting leaves for crafts. Lance's friends were happy. They were safe, and they looked like they were having fun. Lance knew it was time to take the leap. Lance's teacher assured him he could do it. He was one of the hardest working students in class, and the other students cheered him on from down below. They were right. He could do it. He worked hard. He studied hard. He knew his stuff. Lance loved Doug, but Lance wasn't an evergreen, and he never would be. Lance looked down. He took a deep breath, and with his stem quivering, he let go. Practicing what he had studied, Lance focused and floated gently, gently, gently to the pile down below. Lance Cottonwood may have been the last one to finish his test, but he did not fail. He was once again on top of his class. You did it, Lance. The gang's all here. Happy Lance. All right. That's all I have for this morning, so we can sing our goodbye song. It's just like the hello song, except instead of hello, we're going to say goodbye. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Bye. Thanks for coming today. See you next time.